Wow, 2 days of filming in a row. No way. Are we back? We're backer than we've ever been. I think I have a sinus infection. I have a prescription I need to go get for some azithromycin to help me out with that. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. This is Goodman. I'm signing back on for another video. So we are out in Center Point, kind of, not really. It's still considered Birmingham, but it's near Center Point. And we are heading out to one of the contract jobs, the big one that we're doing right now. It is a full remodel of the inside. These people just closed on it probably on the 16th of this month, and we're on the 22nd. And we're almost done with the whole renovation, which I think is pretty ridiculous. And I think that they think is pretty ridiculous because I think that a lot of these investors pay to have people come in and do these jobs, and it takes them like a month and a half, whatever. And I think they're amazed that it's like 1 week and we're already where we are. And at most, we'll be in this thing 2 weeks and we'll be done. So I'm heading there right now to put, sorry, it's my wife. Heading there right now to put in a kitchen sink. I have the cabinets or the countertops on. I've got to cut, or I already cut them, but I got to cut them for the kitchen sink to go in. I'm going to fasten them to the actual cabinets and stuff because they're just, I went to this place called Southeastern Salvage Home Store Emporium or something like that. But anyway, and I got these flat countertops just so I could butt them up against each other. We got some silicone. We're going to put that on the joint. And so you'll have a nice looking, brand new countertop. And I bought some end, so they didn't have any of the end parts, like the end caps for it, for the countertop. So I went on Amazon, bought something that was kind of similar. That should be getting here today. So probably tomorrow I'll head back over there, and I think I had to put it on with an iron. I can't remember. I think it's just tape though. I don't really know. We'll have to figure that one out. But anyway, needless to say, the big point is we're getting this contract done as quickly as possible. It's supposed to be, I didn't know it was Section 8 when we started, but it is Section 8. So, I changed up a couple of things once I heard that. But I mean, this guy wanted, first I said, hey, look, we're just going to replace like two rooms of carpet. We're going to clean the rest of it. And he was like, no, rip everything up. I want everything up or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I got the carpet deal like I talked about yesterday. From Lowe's, and so we're using that carpet for the entire house. And then he was wanting, I can't remember what the other thing he wanted to do. It was kind of ridiculous. I was like, okay, that's fine. Oh, it was the countertops. I was like, we can save the countertops. Like, I was just going to refinish the sink, which would have cost like I think it was like $150 because like $60 for the product, and it's me sitting there doing it and taping everything off. And instead he opted for like the $1,600 job, which is taking up all the other the countertops, putting down new countertops, and putting in a new sink, putting in a new faucet, putting in new everything. And I was like, dude, like, I mean, more power to you. You can do that. It makes me more money. I just don't understand why. It's always an up. These guys, they don't know exactly what it takes to be Section 8, and so they go in and have contractors that don't know either. So those contractors do things that are way above and beyond what they need to do. And I've gone to these houses, and it's like crazy how much money these people are spending. It's probably like, $50, $60, $70,000 on a renovation, when I'm like sitting here doing it at like, I mean, all in all, for this house, with my money in it too, it will be $23,000 at the end of the day. And it's the whole house is painted, brand new carpet throughout the whole house, new flooring in the kitchen, new vanities in the bathrooms, new sink, new counters, new backsplash. Outside will be like all the problem spots will be fixed. The AC's been fixed. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Like everyone else like is over double what I'm saying. And that's because they go way, like they would take out everything. They put down new LVP. They put in new sheetrock everywhere. They need to put, like, they think that needs new sheetrock. They've gut the whole house. They put new electrical in. They put, just so much stuff that is unnecessary. So anyway, whatever. I am heading there. I'm almost there right now. That's the end of my spiel. So when we get there, I'll kind of show you what's going on. I'm running out of battery on this thing, so I'm gonna get this thing charging, and then we will see you guys at the house. Okay, so we are in the house. Let's look at what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got the countertops in. These are laminate countertops, and for some reason, I don't know if you guys look at this and go, oh my gosh, that has to be granite or quartz. Yeah, it's not. It's literally just pressboard, laminate countertops. So we're gonna put a bead of silicone down here, which will cover all of these problem areas. Put a bead of silicone across the back right there. And then we're gonna do a backsplash right here onto here. So I've already got these in connected, just put some L brackets in. I was gonna get bigger ones, but the little ones worked fine, so that's fine, great. And I can take that home because I'm doing a built-in for my wife. So right here, we're gonna put the sink. Sink's right over there. Roberto's not here right now. He went to go to lunch. So let's take a look at what we got going on. So this used to be like completely carpeted in here. Don't you just love this tile? Or this, I guess, stick tile. But anyway, it used to be carpet in here. This is gonna be carpet again. I don't know why the guy wants carpet, but he wants carpet. So we're gonna do carpet in here like he wants. Everything's been painted already, so we got everything painted in this room. Ceilings are painted. We gotta clean that, that fan. I'm gonna get Tam to do that. Got a crack in the window there, so we're gonna put a piece of wood right up against that because we already have all these other windows in here and bringing in tons of light. This door is this door. I mean, there's nothing really to describe about this door. I think that this needs to lock, but whatever. Yeah, so that's been painted. All the walls have been painted. They look actually really, really good. Nice and refreshed, everything like that. So then here's the kitchen. Stove's gonna stay. You need a refrigerator to go right there. Countertops are going in. We're gonna paint all the cabinets for the guy. Sink's going in today, like I said. And then you got your little eat-in area, which is nice. It's got a little eat-in kitchen going on here. Central heating and air, which I know you're like, wow, that's not like that big of a deal. Well, it kind of is, I guess, here. Anyway, all of these plugs are, you know, whatever, we're leaving them. In here we had carpet as well, and he wants carpet again. He wanted us to rip up all the carpet. We were gonna clean this carpet, but there's so much dog pee everywhere. So like all the spots you see are where there was like dog pee soaked in to the plywood. So all that has been covered with Kills, so it smells like Kills now. It doesn't smell like dog. Bedrooms are gonna have carpet. Everything's gonna have carpet pretty much except for the kitchen and the bathrooms. In this bedroom, you've got a half bath, you know, the 1970s and 60s classic half bath. So I put that vanity in already. I gotta put the tailpipe in. But yeah, nice little half bath. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, or 1.5 baths or whatever. But like I said, everything is getting painted. They're gonna finish up the trim today, which is nice. And I'm happy for that. The only thing I found that is I got to talk to them about is that this is broken, and section obviously does not, or really no one would want this, but you know they don't let you have broken glass. We're gonna have to break this glass out, and then we're gonna have to put a new piece in there, which is fine. Not that big a deal. They still got to paint that door. That's a little rusted, but we're gonna leave it there and see what happens. We got the drain stopper I got to put in. We've got this stuff to clean. They were talking about wanting to, what was that thing? Was there anything ridiculous in this? I think this house, they weren't really that ridiculous on it, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Anyway, I've literally told Roberto to take that stuff out like 400 times. Take out that thing, and he will not do it. I don't understand like what it is with him, and like they're literally painting right up to it, and it's like just take it off, unscrew it, cut the cord, that thing. These are like for the old like phones, like when we had phones. So again, we don't have phones now, so I don't know. Anyway, 3rd bedroom, we got the HVAC that was taken care of by my boy Matthew Malden, the best HVAC tech, the most reasonable HVAC tech too. We got some painting going on in here. Again, carpet's ripped up, carpet's we put back down. Boob light central, every boob light is in here. The entire world's boob lights are in this house. Closet, all that good stuff. So this, I would say, is like a proper Section 8 renovation. The guy wants to spend money. I mean, like I said, but even with me doing it for him, he is coming in at like 1/3 of the price, if not maybe a little bit more than 1/3, because it probably like 60-ish thousand is what normally people charge, or 70. So still, coming in about 1/3 of what, or yeah, 1/3 of what it would cost normally to renovate this place, because I know what I'm doing. Flooring is gonna go in here, new flooring. You don't have to do it, but we're going to do it. The only reason why we're going to do it is because right here on the floor, there's like a little, the problem with vinyl is like, you know, you get that scrape right there, and then you got issues. So yeah, so this is all gonna come up, and we're gonna put new flooring down. But anyway, that is what's going on in this house. Like I said, just a contract house, very simple. Just normal stuff that I do every single day, but we are doing it here for someone else. And yeah, so we're gonna keep going at it. We're actually in a very nice neighborhood of Birmingham. It's near Center Point, and it's, like I said, it's just very outside. Neighbors aren't bad. Everyone seems very, very nice. And yeah, so I'm very happy with it. We also have some stuff outside we got to take care of, and I'll show you guys that later, maybe in another video or something. But for this one, we're gonna just keep going. I got to get this sink in, so I guess you guys can like kind of watch me doing this and have a fun time with the ridiculousness that's about to happen. I hate putting sinks into these things. It's just really annoying. I mean, cutting in is easy, I guess, but it's like just getting it right where I want it, and then like not hitting the back too much, especially like when you don't have the little lip backsplash, like the end cap here. It makes it harder. So I gotta like bring it into the middle enough, but not too much, because you don't want to hit the front end. So again, got a lot of little things, but I'll show you guys the process of that and like just me doing it. And then after that, we'll get it all connected underneath with the plumbing. I gotta put tailpipes into the bathrooms, and then I'll be done here for the day. I've gotta go, and we had a Section 8 inspection this morning, and the inspector was really nice. It wasn't the normal guy. So he was like, hey, I couldn't get into the house. The front door won't unlock. And then he's like, in the back door, it seemed like there was some kind of something blocking it, but it was because the door is so hard to open. So I got Roberto going over there tomorrow to figure that out and get that fixed first thing in the morning. Specifically because I have not been paid for 2 jobs from this guy that I'm working on this house for. One job was like for $6,700, and then another job was for like maybe $300. So again, not too big of a deal, but we have this house going on, which is like a $23,000 contract, and then we have another house going on that's about $2,300 contract. So all in all, there could be a lot of money out and no money coming in. Now, I've been paid for other jobs, so I'm not really worried about it. But again, I'm not going to get caught in this, and that is what I have friends that are contractors as well. They're like, do not get caught. Don't get too deep. Don't give them a long leash. Literally tell them you have to get paid before you move on. So I'm going to finish this job. We're going to finish the other ones that we have going on right now, and then I'm going to be like, hey, I need payment, or we can't keep going. Like, it just can't keep doing jobs that then we're getting paid way too late. I'm not asking for a net 1 like everyone else does when these guys come in. They're like, oh, can I get paid right now? Can I get paid right now? No, you're not going to get paid right now. But a net 30, net 60 is not happening. So anyway, we'll get it sorted out. But anyway, I'll get you guys to see me doing this this sink, and we'll get it going. So I'll talk to you in a second. So there you go, nice and cut. I'm gonna see if the sink will fit in it now. All right, this thing fits. Actually, the first time, I cannot believe this is the first time it's actually fit. But it's because I didn't have that backsplash in the back there, so that's the reason why. But it's in, so it's good. We're gonna get those little connector things underneath to really pull this thing down. We can silicone around it. I can get the plumbing going on this thing, and then we'll be kaput on this job. Well, I guess except for we gotta put the silicone caulk there and then silicone around it. I got white silicone, and usually you do this with clear, but I'm gonna use white, it doesn't really matter. And I don't really care, so we'll get done. Anyway, so got this in, everything is connected underneath. It was a little bit of cutting and stuff like that, but we got everything up and running and good. I'm gonna check the water now, make sure nothing's leaking, and then that is it for this part. And then we're gonna do some silicone and fix the vanities in the bathrooms, and then I'm out of here. Okay, so I'm done for the day. It's been a lot later than I thought it would be, but that's just because we had some little issues going on here. If this thing would turn around, I could show you guys everything. All right, so we got countertops are completely in. I did a little silicone bead right here. You can see like spots where it chipped. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I can put a little strip. What I'll probably do is we'll do the backsplash, and I'll put a little strip right there down, so that whatever. Anyway, Probably take that out. Anywho, so this is on. It works. There are no leaks underneath, which is nice. And it is in place. Looks very, very good. Like I said, I've got the little things that are going to across here and on the back side, everything like that. And then the other thing I did was over here in this bathroom. Right here, we had this guy. It was not connected. Now it's all connected up. And also I had a problem with the cold water supply. I thought it was actually closed and it would not open. So I sat here for like 10 minutes trying to get it to open. And then, of course, I realized it was fully open. It was just completely gunked up with stuff. So I took it all off. I went to the store, bought a new shutoff. And then when I pulled the old shutoff off, I was like, oh, wow, it's just like completely gummed up. Cleared it out, put it back on. Now it works. So that's good at least. So I saved some money on that, which will just go into my pocket. So anyway, that is it for today. We are going to kind of go ahead and not come back to this house for tomorrow. And that the reason is because we don't know if we're getting paid for it or not. And as I thought about it more and more today, I was like, I don't need to risk this. We're going to leave it where it is. It's painted. We're way over halfway through. So we're going to have to, I'm not going to require that half the money be given to me for this job, but I'm going to require that all the money for the other jobs is given to me before we begin work again on this house. So they will be behind in the timeline, which is fine with me. Puts a little pressure on them because the only thing is that everyone expects these jobs, because they usually do, they take like a month or two, maybe even more, to get done. When people come in here, they bring in like a whole crew of guys. When we do it, it takes about a week or week and a half, 2 weeks. We get everything done, and we get it done to the standards of Section 8, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen here. I haven't heard from this guy like all day long. They sent a person from the bank out. Still haven't heard from him, and so we'll see what happens. I'm sure it will not be good. So, whatever. Anyway, this has been Goodman. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, everything like that. And with that, this is Goodman signing off. Pray that we get our money, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.